talking about 5,000 years of tradition.
We're about to change history.
I feel this could be an important story.
Well, some people think they're funny.
Are you serious? Look at me.
It's the closest thing to a human voice that there is. That's a fiddle. That's worth the price of a ticket.
Welcome to the Atlanta Jewish Film Festival Insider Preview, presented by PNC. Coming to you from Trillet Studios and Stage A at the Georgia Film Academy. Now, here are your Insider Preview hosts, Jason Evans and Holly Firfer.
Wow, Jason, look at this place.
Holly, I feel like we've hit the big time here.
We have indeed. Oh my gosh. And let me tell you, it's so good to be back with you and all of you. Thank you so much for inviting us back into your homes this year.
Holly and I are so thrilled to bring you this first look at the 22nd Annual Atlanta Jewish Film Festival.
Yeah, we're coming to you from one of the massive sound stages at Trillet Studios, just south of Atlanta. Some of your favorite blockbusters are filmed right here.
And this is also where the next generation of filmmakers cut their teeth, thanks to the Georgia Film Academy.
Yeah, it doesn't get much more insider than this. And what a better backdrop to go behind the scenes of our 2022 festival to catch a glimpse of the must-see films in this year's lineup.
Of course, none of this means anything without you. Thank you for being the best audience a film festival could ever have.
But before we get to the coming attractions, many of you may be wondering, what will the festival experience be like this year?
Yeah, we are still living in very strange times. And once again, the Atlanta Jewish Film Festival is there for you. Despite Omicron throwing a last-minute wrench in our plan to return to theaters, we still have an amazing festival experience in store for you.
The virtual cinema is back and better than before. With expanded viewing windows, watch any festival movie at any time during the 12 days of the festival. Enhanced playback features allow you to pause a movie and pick up later where you left off. Be sure to check out our exclusive Q&As with film artists and other special guests. Every screening also includes special introductions by filmmakers and community partners. For more curated conversation, join us in the virtual lobby, where we'll unpack some of the most provocative films in this year's lineup. Stay tuned for the award show and our Best of the Fest picks from our distinguished jury. And you'll have a chance to cast your vote online for the audience favorites of the festival. The festival is more accessible than ever. For more information, check out the program guide or visit us online at ajff.org. We know this 22nd edition of the Atlanta Jewish Film Festival will be one to remember for years to come.
With 38 Oscar nominations to his credit, writer-director Barry Levinson is one of Hollywood's most venerated filmmakers. His latest film is having its East Coast premiere right here at the Atlanta Jewish Film Festival. It's the story of a Polish prizefighter and Holocaust survivor, haunted by his wartime memories and the woman he loves. Introducing our opening night film, The Survivor.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for your support of the Atlanta Jewish Film Festival. I'm Ben Mankiewicz. It is my pleasure to welcome now the man who directed the film, one of the great filmmakers of his generation. Please welcome Barry Levinson as a Jewish director telling a Holocaust story. Is there weight that comes with that?
I mean, every movie has a challenge to it and something that you're trying to explore and find, but you still want as much authenticity as you can possibly provide to give the audience a sense of how that individual will be haunted from that point forward.
Well, let's talk about casting. Obviously, finding an actor to play Harry requires an athletic actor who could reasonably be believed to step into the ring against the great Rocky Marciano. How did you come upon Ben Foster?
I mean, I think he's really one of the great character actor leading man types to come along. When you see the film, he's like another human being. He's like several different human beings. You know, at one point you see him nearly emaciated. He lost 60 pounds for the camp sequences.
He lost 60 pounds between the scenes in the States and the camp.
And then he had to gain that weight back, but also gain muscle. And he had to train, and he had to learn how to really kind of box. And so just the physicality of it all was overwhelming.
You know, some 75 years after the Holocaust, filmmakers continue to reveal surprising, untold stories of this historical trauma. From high-voltage thrills to absurdist humor, there's a range of unexpected emotions in our next two films, both of them incredibly based on true stories.
Ils t'ont attrapé où? En allant en Suisse. Tu le sors d'où ce livre? Le propriétaire. Ils l'ont abandonné derrière eux quand ils se sont enfuis. C'est qui papa? Ça veut dire papa en persan.
Wir haben einen Perser gefunden.
Woher wissen Sie, dass er ein echter Perser ist?
So, das hat er gesagt.
Wenn er lügt? Was ist das?
Bav, Bav. Heißt Vater in meiner Sprache.
Was heißt Mutter?
Mutter. Hunter.
Nach der Arbeit kommst du jeden Tag zu mir und bringst mir deine Sprache bei.
Farsi ist eine schwere Sprache.
Übersetze mir diese 40 Wörter in Farsi.
Je suis censé inventer 40 mots dans une langue que je ne connais pas. Mais les inventer, c'est pas le plus difficile. Mais les retenir après, c'est impossible.
What if I told you that your family was murdered? For no reason at all.
Who are these people? They call themselves Nakam, the biblical word for vengeance.
It's not just about killing war criminals. It's about killing German civilians, too.
They're planning something big. They might trust you.
Never again will we go like sheep to the slaughter.
An eye for an eye. 6 million for 6 million.
From the global community to our community, right here in Atlanta, AJFF's core mission is to build bridges of understanding, to connect these films with diverse audiences, and bring people together. We are grateful to have so many extraordinary partners supporting us in this mission, one story at a time.
The Atlanta Jewish Film Festival is a role model for all minority communities to bring their stories to other communities.
It's the single largest opportunity we have on an annual basis to be able to gather together as a community to showcase what is unique and exceptional and candidly quite common about the Jewish experience to a whole host of people.
And what's amazing about it is the way it builds community, not just to the Jewish community, but our larger community as well.
Here they are, a world-class festival, but they also have time for the festivals that are also Atlanta-based. And I know Bronze Lens appreciates them very much. They're a friend of ours.
The festival affords me an opportunity to deepen the relationships between the Jewish and the Latino community, which gives us the power to see more than just a narrow view.
I'm very happy that they are as colorful and as diverse and manifold as the city of Atlanta itself.
Art, in its heart, is about diversity of cultures and of ideas. It's about humanity.
It's important for people outside the Jewish community to be able to cross the bridge that the festival creates, to be able to share in the heritage of our fellow Atlantans.
One of the things I love about the Atlanta Jewish Film Festival is that there's a little something for everyone, no matter what your taste in movies.
Oh yeah, and let's shift gears, Holly, and take a look at an entirely different flavor of festival fare. Love and Mazel Tov. It's a breezy, sexy rom-com. This comedy of errors begins as a flirtatious fib and snowballs into a wild tangle of lies.
Guten Abend.
Ich bin Anne.
Guten Abend. Die übernimmst du. Die Blonde ist Laura. Du merkst mein Beuteschema.
Dr. Feinstein, Laura, Dr. Feinstein.
Ich heiße Daniel. Eigentlich war das ja eine Liebesgeschichte.
Eine Liebesgeschichte.
Nein, egal.
Es ist wirklich blöd, wenn man auf dem einen Auge blind ist und auf dem anderen nicht sehen will.
Eifersucht ist in der Leidenschaft die...
Es lag nicht nur am Sex.
Na, dann wird dieses ganze Schlamassel gar nicht passiert.
Geht's wieder um die Juden?
Das war gestern der schlimmste Tag meines Lebens.
Ich fürchte, der kommt erst.
The AJFF brings you movies you can't see anywhere else. Case in point, our next film, a world premiere featuring a real Hollywood couple. Here's a bit of my recent conversation with the co-stars of the romantic comedy, Our Almost Completely True Story.
Finding true love in Hollywood has never been easy.
I think I walked in the exit. You're Marion Hartley. I know you. You're terrific.
And me, the Silver Fox.
Give me one good reason why she wouldn't go out with me.
She's beautiful. She's famous.
Okay, I said one.
Jerry and Mariette, talk a little bit about the message of finding your soulmate, finding love late in life, and what you want people to walk away with once they have, finished watching the movie.
Oh, I just hope their souls are filled. I mean, my feeling is that it came, I always say, trust in the unexpected.
What's with this JewDate.com thing?
Well, I've heard that Jewish men can make really nice husbands.
Really? Okay, give it a whirl. 50-ish, really?
What are you, J. Edgar Hoover? To me, the message, if there's a message, is never, ever, ever give up. Never, ever give up. I was 65 when I met this.
You were?
I was. And tall.
The tall part I could see.
I'm so in awe of both of them, not only their talent, which is so considerable, but as human beings, they're wonderful people, and their relationship is truly one that, their friends stand back in awe because they have this incredibly honest, funny, real deep relationship. And they've been through a lot together, and they have not only survived the stuff that we go through as couples, but they were able to channel this into this story and share it.
And now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna kiss you goodnight.
Oh. And if I do mind?
Pretend you don't.
I think that movies are magical.
Well, as humans, we all relate to stories. And there's no greater medium right now for telling stories than film.
I think a great movie is a miracle. And I find it exhilarating to see how the filmmakers put it all together.
When you see a great movie, you are able to put yourself in the position of somebody else and see the world through a different set of eyes.
A great movie, much like a great sermon, leaves you feeling introspective, inspired, and hopeful about the future.
Because a great film can have laughter, joy, fear, pain, grief, and all those things are universal languages.
A great movie is one that opens my eyes to something that I was not familiar with, to a perspective that I was unaware of, or a possibility that I hadn't thought of.
It makes me feel connected. I resonate with their story.
We connect to something
that is universal.
As the late, great Sidney Poitier once said, the power of movies is to bring all of us together.
So let's turn now to another hallmark of the festival, Israeli cinema. The state of Israel has been nominated for more Academy Awards than any other Middle East country.
It's some of the most sophisticated, acclaimed filmmaking anywhere in the world. Just look at these next 3 films. From the lowbrow hilarity of a pot-infused comedy caper to a spectacular wartime epic to Israel's official Oscar submission. Prepare to be dazzled at every turn.
זה שאני פה זה טעות, זה זמני.
סבא, אתה פה בקושי שבוע, תן איזה צ'אנס שנייה.
חשבתי לבקש מרשם זה. אני רוצה למכור את זה. אני חייב לקנות את הבית הישן שלי בחזרה.
אני הולך לאתר קשישים שזכאים לקנאביס. את החומר שהם לא מעשנים, הם ישימו בתיבת הדואר.
אהבתי. הטיפים הרפואי נגמרה.
אתה משוגע. אתה רוצה לגמור את החיים שלך בכלא?
אל תנסה אותי. שאיפה.
אתם הוכחתם מישהו, זקנה זה דבר יפה.
من بين كل اللي عرفتهم رجال وسيدات هي اللي مش قادر أنساها وأنا عارف كمان ده مش منطقي لأنها العدو صح؟
ولاد الكلب بنوا مستوطنة إنسانية دلوقتي
אנחנו נהרוג להם, ואז הם יהרגו לנו? איך בדיוק זה יפתור את הבעיה?
מה העניינים? אתה שומע, אח שלי, הכביש סגור כרגע.
شوفي كله تمام؟
في شي حاجز على الفوت على البلد. אני ממש מתגעגע אלייך. אתה לא תתקדמי. תגיד, אתה יודע מתי הולך להיגמר כל המצור הזה פה?
אין לי מושג.
طيب يلا إن شاء الله كل شي بخلص عن قريب.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. AJFF is global, with 40 features and 15 shorts representing 18 countries. Let's now meet the filmmakers of the 22nd Annual Atlanta Jewish Film Festival.
Hello, Atlanta Jewish Film Festival.
Hello from Portugal.
Joining you today from Malaga, Spain.
Coming to you from Paris, France.
Joining you today from Austria.
Shalom from Tel Aviv.
Joining you today from Poland.
I'm coming to you from New York City.
Joining you today from Berlin.
I'm actually joining you today from the island of Mallorca.
I'm here in the beautiful state of Colorado.
Joining you today from Paris.
I wish I could be there with you, but unfortunately it's not possible.
Sorry for not being able to be in Atlanta.
Je regrette beaucoup de ne pas être là avec vous.
Making this film has been a true labor of love, years in the making.
To tell the story of 1.5 million Jewish soldiers that will fight against Nazi machine in Second World War.
It's an essay about film and photography, about memory and memorials.
You'll hear from the family members who so tragically lost their loved ones and from the survivors who endured this horrific attack at the Tree of Life Synagogue.
It deals with something which is very touchy and very emotional, especially for the Jewish community.
These are important stories, especially right now.
Now this story is being lost over time, and we think that it's important to tell history so it can make sure that it doesn't repeat again.
It really tells a fascinating story, which I hope will come as a bit of a surprise to a lot of audience members watching the film.
It is a story that's relevant to all of us, who believe in equal rights and justice for all.
a story about success and loss, career and family life, stardom and loneliness.
I hope my film will remind you all how important it is to dream big and to fulfill our dreams and aspirations at any age.
I'm really happy that you have the chance to watch my movie here at the Atlanta Jewish Film Festival.
Hope you get a great screening. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Will that do?
Hasta luego.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Bye.
Wow, so many great friends of the festival. We hope you'll join them and us from the comfort of your home. Everything you need to know about this year's festival is on our website at ajff.org.
And it all happens February 16th through the 27th. That is 12 full days of streaming. Your options are plenty. Holly, it has been great sharing the stage and this amazing space with you.
It has been so much fun, and thank you to Trilith Studios and the Georgia Film Academy for hosting us.
And thanks to everyone working so hard behind the scenes, our staff, our board and volunteers, our donors and partners, but most of all, to you, our loyal audience. It is your passion that fuels us.
We hope these stories of heritage, history, culture, and identity help open your mind and ignite your emotions.
It is, after all, the power of a great story that brings us together.
The Atlanta Jewish Film Festival is a gem.
AJFF is a special present to the Atlanta community.
It's always, so beautifully put together and so well curated.
I've seen some terrific Q&As as part of the Atlanta Jewish Film Festival. I love being able to get to know the directors behind films.
It brings us together and it forces us to have dialogue around some of the most important issues in Jewish life.
That's what's really important, and that's what the AJFF does. It creates that room for, communication because it matters.
It is a premier film festival. It has become renowned.
The AJFF is such an important part of the city of Atlanta's cultural fabric. It brings us great voices, great Jewish voices, great interfaith voices.
Kol HaKavod to the Atlanta Jewish Film Festival, for all that you have accomplished and for all that is still to come.
Thank you for being with us for the Insider Preview, generously sponsored by PNC. To learn more about the 22nd Annual Atlanta Jewish Film Festival, visit us online at ajff.org.
I love movies at home when I can pause and don't have to deal with people clearing their throats.